Now, I figured while I'm loading some stuff up, I might as well show you guys what I bring when I pack up the RV to head out biking to a track or whatever. I'll show you what I have in my little tickle trunk and give you an idea of what I bring for backup stuff, just so that if anything happens while I'm out riding, I'll still be able to get it in. Just I'll fix something quick and away we go. So I'll show you what I got. What's up, everybody? Today we are on our way to grab our RV from the storage lot. We're doing that because we are heading to Drumheller. Now, if you're not from the Alberta area and if you've never been to Drumheller, this place is amazing. You are not going to find a more scenic area in this neck of the woods anyway than Drumheller. We're going to head there, we're going to check it out. I've been there lots. They have an amazing motocross area to ride on. We're gonna get some awesome footage because guess what? We got a new drone. What? It's awesome. We got the Mavic Pro. Legit. I took it out for a quick test flight. I'm gonna show you some of that stuff. This thing is unbelievable what it can do and the footage that it can capture. I got my puppies. We're doing this thing. Let's go get the RV. We'll get it loaded up. We'll get it ready to go, and it's gonna be awesome. We'll see you there.
What is that? So I grabbed this thing from our parking spot at the RV storage, and I drive it out of the gate, and I can notice just a tiny smell of something electrical, like it's getting hot. I have a really sensitive nose, so anyway, so I came out of the gate, I stopped, I pulled the doghouse cover off. And there's like a little hood, for lack of a better term, on the front of this thing. Pulled them down. You know, nothing obvious is burning, nothing is smoking, there's nothing that says, hey, stop right now. So I put it back together, I fired it up, and I don't know, the smell seems to be gone. So, I don't know, not cool, man. I don't know what that is, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. It's gone. There was for sure something there though. Sooner or later that smell is gonna come back and bite me in the ass. I'm sure of it. Anyway, onward I guess. So we made it home, no issues. No electrical fire yet. Time to load. Now, I figured while I'm loading some stuff up, I might as well show you guys what I bring when I pack up the RV to head out biking to a track or whatever. I'll show you what I have in my little tickle trunk and give you an idea of what I bring for backup stuff, just so that if anything happens while I'm out riding, I'll still be able to get it in. Just I'll fix something quick and away we go. So I'll show you what I got. So let's dig into this thing, let's see what I got. First of all, I've got a spare air filter here. It's always good to pack extra air filters around, just in case, you know, if you're out riding where it's dusty or it's dirty or whatever, you got a spare filter. So that's number one. I've got a chain cleaning tool. Boom. So this thing's really handy if you're out and about. Depending on how long you might be gone for, you might need to clean your chain. I've got some extra antifreeze. It's always good to keep extra antifreeze on hand. You never know when you're gonna need some. Boom, spare chain. If this one's a used chain, typically we'll just throw the new one on my bike, obviously, and I'll keep the spare one, which generally is still in pretty good shape. Extra rear sprocket. This is the stock sprocket. It didn't use it whatsoever, so it's brand new, but I do keep a spare sprocket with me. These are just straight rubber gloves. I keep a bunch of these. It's awesome for when you're working on your bike, if you're out camping or if you're out traveling or whatever, you're gonna need some gloves, right? So keep some of that. Gotta have some air filter cleaner on you. If you use up your spare air filter, you might need to clean another one. Keep some extra air stuff on you. Another can of air filter cleaner. Not sure why I have 2 in there. Whatever. Brake clean. This stuff is really good for brake cleaning. No, it's really good for cleaning the grease and crap off the things that you really want to make nice and clean. Chain wax. Just got some chain lube in there. Of course, you know what that is. Pretty important to have. Spray on air filter oil. Like I'm using that backup air filter, which I often will do. You're gonna need some oil to put on it, so I keep some spray on air filter oil in there. Some paper towels. These are like shop towels, so I keep some of these on. They're almost like a cloth. I like those. Extra liter of oil. You never know. You might want to change your oil if you're gone long enough. Who knows what'll happen. It's good to keep some extra oil on you. More extra oil. This is just a little socket set of various sockets and drivers and stuff like that. I keep a whole toolkit with me all the time anyway, but you never know. It might come in handy to have some extra sockets around. An old spare pair of grips. You never know if your grips are going to go on you or something. So I keep these old MIG lock-on grips. They've still got some life left in them, but I just replaced them. And I'm going to put up the video for how to replace these grips. You never know. They're not totally garbage yet, so I hang on to those. This here is an air compressor, so it just plugs into a cigarette outlet in your vehicle. I have a little hand pump one as well, but this one's pretty handy. Just plug it in and away you go, filling up your tires. An extra rag, some more tie downs. Spare tubes. I keep a spare front tube and a spare rear tube with me all the time wherever I go. There's nothing worse, man, than when you get out somewhere, you may do a lap, you may do 2 laps, and all of a sudden you blow your tube and you need to put a new tube in your tire. So carry a couple spare tubes with you. These are gonna come in really handy. So that's really what I keep in my little tickle trunk here. Nothing major. It's not like if any major thing goes wrong that I'm going to be able to dig into this thing and fix the bike out on the road. This is more for just kind of basic maintenance stuff. Gone for a while. I'm going to have the stuff that I need to clean an air filter, do my oil, or whatever else maybe. Just carry that kind of stuff.
So one of the really awesome things about having a unit this big is that there's tons of storage space. So I keep that bin I just showed you. I'll keep it underneath in here, and I'll throw in some of my bike gear and stuff into that. But one thing I still do want to show you is this. So in here I have got my stand along with, I don't know if you can see it in there, but I do have a tire changer in there. So the stand that you put the tire on, and it makes working on it really easy. I keep that in there as well. As you can obviously see some dumbbells and kettlebell and whatever, but I keep my tire changer in there as well. So if I get a flat tire, I've got those spare tubes like I showed you, but I've also got an easy setup to get that thing fixed in 10-15 minutes. So awesome thing to have. Again, super lucky because we have this ridiculously big thing that I have all the room in the world to put this stuff into. But in any case, got my bin, got my tire changer. Yeah, we're looking good so far.
You told me I'm your anchor, I told you you're my pole. Through the wind and fire we try to hold on. We build this ship together, searching for a home. Despite the storm that hit us, we're still on board. Dancing in the moonlight, the world just stopped and stares. We got no destination, I'll take you anywhere. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed. Words just come together, story that we never told. So far forsaken for my own. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain for our fate.
So here's an update while we wait for this thing to fill. Those tire pressure monitors that I had those issues with, ever since I raised the high pressure alarms on them, it's been totally fine. Now I know what you're thinking, well of course if you raise the alarm on them it's going to be totally fine, but I didn't raise them that much. Just raised them a little bit above factory settings and the system's been good since, but I'm guessing we're full.
told me I'm your anchor. I told you you're my pole. Through the wind and fire, we tried, hold on. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed. Words that come together, a story that we never told.
So we're here. We got to Drumheller. The motocross track is actually called Dorva. It's www.DORVAmx.com, I think it is. This track is awesome. I've been here a number of times. One of my favorite places to come. So anyway, we made it here. So I'm going to start setting up, but I wanted to show you guys something. I wanted to show you these little jack pads that I use for this giant rig here. So if you just come down with me, I'll grab one here. These things here, I got them from Canadian Tire, and they're about 25 bucks a piece, these giant rubber pads. That's all they are, is they're just kind of solid rubber. Anyway, I got them because the jacks on this thing, when you go to put the jacks down to get it all leveled out, it has auto leveling jacks. So when you get the jacks and you set them down, the thing is so heavy that a lot of times it'll just push right into the ground. So I got these giant rubber pads. I'll put the link below on how you can get these things. And I gotta tell you, for 25 bucks a piece, I know they're a bit of money, but man, these things are worth every single penny. Wherever we go, I put these jack pads down, and if it's in a muddy spot or whatever it is, these things help level this thing out. The jacks don't sink down at all. It's been absolutely wicked. I'm gonna throw 4 of those down, one under each jack of this thing. We're gonna get this baby leveled out, and then we're gonna start getting set up. Super excited to be here. Drumheller, Dorva, wicked, love this place. Let's do this. So we got here a few minutes later than we wanted to, and I wanted to get some riding footage for you tonight, but we're pretty hungry, so we're gonna make some dinner. We still gotta finish, get set up. We're not quite there yet. Get the dogs happy, make sure that they're fed and they're tired enough to sleep tonight. But the weather is supposed to be really good tomorrow, so we're gonna get out there, we're gonna get some riding, and hopefully we'll get the drone up in the air, and we'll get some really cool footage that way as well. But for now, the weather actually, it's okay. It's cloudy, and as you can see, it's raining just a little bit, so it's not the greatest weather ever, but tomorrow is supposed to be really good. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. This is actually what I wanted to show you guys earlier, and I had it all in the bin there, and I didn't really have a chance to pull it out yet, but I pulled it out for you, and that is the tire changer. Check this thing out. So it's just a Tusk tire changer from Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com. I want to say it was 100 bucks, 120 bucks, something like that. I've had it for a couple years, but if you ever experience pinching tubes and having changing tires just be a complete pain in the ass, you got to get yourself one of these things. It makes a world of difference. So like I was saying before, I carry that everywhere we go in this thing. In the event that I have to change a tire, tube, or whatever, or someone else has to for that matter, I've got this on board. I got some tire irons in my toolbox. I'll put the link down below in the description of the video, and you should probably get one if you don't already. They are well worth the money.
You told me I'm your anchor. I told you you're my pole. Through the wind and fire, we tried, hold on. We built this ship together, searching for a home. Despite the storm that hit us, we're still on board. Dancing in the moonlight, the world just stopped and stares. We got no destination.
Let's focus. Is it on?
Is this thing on?
Check this out. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a little bit of wind. And there's a dirt bike in the background.
3 dirt bikes.
Of course there is, because it's dark out. Why wouldn't you? Not that. There's some wildlife.
Crickets.
Some crickets. Sure. This is a pretty special treat. We don't ever really get these things, but we figured, you know what? To heck with it. We're gonna get one tonight. Oh god, I wish you could smell it too, because it smells amazing. You guys, you gotta see this. What is that here?
This is a cinnamon bun from Co-op.
Okay, well, you could have dressed it up like it's a cinnamon bun from, I don't know, some chef or something. No, it's just a cinnamon bun. But key point is we hardly ever get these things, so.
Key point is it's a cinnamon bun and...
Yeah, and it actually smells really good. We just heated it up in the microwave. We were gonna try and heat it up in the oven, but for some reason, our little oven here wouldn't light. I don't know, pilot wouldn't go in, so I don't know. I'll check it out in the morning when we got some daylight, but for now, we're gonna have this cinnamon bun. We're probably gonna watch a movie. And then we're gonna go to bed.
Question is, which one?
Question is which movie to watch. Which leads me to, what are your favorite movies to watch while you're out in your RV, or you're out the night before a race, or you're camping, or whatever it is with your family? Leave them in the comments. What is your favorite movie to watch at bedtime? I personally, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Some of my favorite movies, I'll watch those all night long. We're gonna eat this delicious looking thing, and we're gonna get to bed and we'll get some riding in the morning.